Call to order, open this special meeting
Sir.
at 5:30, and we're here to do a special plan endorsement for an A&R plan, approval not required for a property on Groton and Mill Streets. So you people want to
You
elaborate?
want to tell them why,
for the board?
why we need the special meeting?
Well, yes, because we're trying to, well, the selectmen and the town administrator are trying to move this along. We need to close on this as soon as possible by the end of the year. It's a pretty, not a really involved project, but I mean, all that land that you see there is owned by the town.
Mhm.
It's the land between the rivers, it's the senior center property, it's the Adamovich property, or Adamowicz property, depending on,
Which way you're looking at it?
exactly. And so the idea is that this is the envelope now. The senior center will have like a roughly 5+3-4 acre piece, that's the envelope. Right behind the senior center, it drops, and when it drops, you're in the floodplain. This is mostly like all floodplain area. But Fish and Wildlife, or Fish and Game, will purchase this and this, which is approximately 35 acres. And by the way, this is Stan Dillis. Stan Dillis is with Ducharme and Dillis. He's the engineer who did this. And this is Ann Gagnon from Fish and Wildlife.
Hey, Ann,
So,
Sorry, I'm
can you give me my license for fishing?
If you come down to the fair office, I'd be happy to.
you gonna check Wackerman? So the thing is, the senior center envelope was removed, and the idea was this would be sold to Fish and Wildlife, this would be sold to Fish and Wildlife. This is like, as you can see, this is the Nissitissit River, this is the Nashua River, and that's why they call it the land between the rivers. So the intent was to keep anything that's currently agriculture. And that way the town, under the Board of Selectmen, they lease that land, and they have for a long time. So they will continue to lease it. In fact, they went out for bid, and they have someone now that will be coming in to lease the land. You see a sewer easement through the middle of it, but that's part of the deal. So there's access off Groton Street and access behind the senior center property to get to the agricultural land. The agricultural land was part of the mitigation for the taking of when the town built the Nissitissit Middle School. We took land, agricultural land, and we've never mitigated it. So this land, and this land will continue to be agriculture. Anything that was agriculture is agriculture. The forested area would go to Fish and Wildlife for Fish and Game, and the senior center envelope now has its own envelope. Like I said, this is pretty much all in your floodplain, but
Beautiful.
yeah, so it's moving right along. We hope to get going, and Ian has to go a couple more steps for her, a couple more steps for the APR people. So an APR is an agricultural preservation restriction. So it would be protected in perpetuity, the agricultural land, and the land that Ann would purchase would be under Article 97 of the Massachusetts Constitution, so that would have permanent protection as well.
Great.
Anything you want to add, anybody?
I think the town administrator was eager to close as soon as possible, and that's
Yeah.
why we're having this extra meeting. So
Yeah.
we really appreciate that you changed your
We're
schedule.
gonna get it done here right now.
Right now.
Okay, so, gentlemen,
Do you want to ask questions now or after we do this?
you got any questions? I got the
just-
checklist and stuff, if you want to go through
Just
it.
pull it, this is consistent with your open space plan that you've already got approved by the state, right?
As far as...
Didn't you just have your plans?
Oh, yes. Well, this isn't actually included because it wasn't
not
protected.
included.
No, so this would be added to it as well.
So this would be falling under your current plan?
But it's not under the control of the Conservation Commission, but it's not permanently protected. We
But your
can-
goal was to protect
Oh,
this
exactly.
land.
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
exactly.
That's-
Oh,
So it's
definitely.
consistent with.
Oh,
the-
yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
didn't
just
know
want to make
that's
sure
what
that
you
we're,
meant.
yeah, I
Yeah.
want to make sure that
Oh.
we're not, that the town isn't giving up anything that's going to hinder you from doing your job that you already put in your master plan or your plan for, that was approved.
No, and this is agriculture, which is something the town keeps saying, we want to keep that rural character, so it's definitely in line with what, and everybody thought it was already protected. We went before, so we had some,
The
multiple
town
public
meeting vote
meetings.
actually kind of gave the impression that the area was going to be permanently protected. The problem was that it was all one parcel, and it wasn't, the town meeting vote didn't divide it up
Okay.
like this, so. now we're just solidifying
Okay.
the town's wishes.
Good, thank you.
So it does miss our, so the thing is, the ag land remains agriculture, and then the mitigation with the Mississippi Middle School will be completed. But this will be under, the agricultural land is under the control of the Board of Selectmen.
Okay.
But, and like I said, they have someone new leasing it soon, so they'll be coming in, so.
Okay, thank you.
Joe, any questions or
I
anything?
do not have any questions.
Okay, Steve, I know has reviewed with the checklist. If you gentlemen want to go through item by item on the checklist, we've reviewed it, seems to have everything on the checklist. It's up to you, gentlemen, do you want me to go?
No, if you've reviewed it and has any, it's good with me.
It meets our requirements.
Okay. So,
So we just need a vote.
based on that, if somebody wants to make a motion that we're gonna accept this A&R plan before you,
I make a motion that we accept the A&R plan.
Joe, you second it?
Second it?
No discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So now we just need to sign.
Correct.
We need to sign.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Stan, for putting this
Thank you for
together.
coming,
No
Stan.
worries.
And thank you
Thanks for
guys
coming.
all
Nice
coming
job.
and setting
Thank
this
you.
up and.
That's you, my friend. You're gonna sign and
That's right, we're signing all the copies.
You can see, here's a Nissitissit,
Yep.
here's a Nashua.
I actually fished down there a lot.
This is River
this one.
Get a
Access.
step.
Just a regular
Oh, okay.
pad.
Now, we're signing each page,
Yes,
right?
yeah, that's what we seem to do. As opposed to
Okay.
having
That's great.
to come back.
And those other ones you
Okay,
mentioned,
okay.
just other things.
Oh, I will send it to you.
You'll send it-
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
send it
I'm
to
just,
me.
in fact, I just
No,
went
that's
out
fine.
and did it
And we
today,
have
okay?
the Mondays.
No,
Thank you,
I,
sir.
yes, I will send it to you.
Yes, you may.
Yeah,
No?
yeah.
Not really.
So you have, time.
This doesn't everybody say.
Get
they
the
have
marker?
No, sometimes
No.
people are like, no,
It's
I really can't do
Pretty busy,
it.
but that's all right, yeah. I mean,
Well, I'll send it to you, take a look.
Yeah.
If you think it's something you can do, great. If not, just let us know.
So it's gonna get me out in plenty of time for my next meeting.
Oh, exactly, exactly.
This one right here?
So you're heading to Green's Diner.
Yeah, you
Thanks
going?
again.
No, I'm going to Wild and Scenic tonight. The Wild and Scenic.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, Stan.
Thank you for coming.
You're gonna miss my speech.
Sorry. The Wild and Scenic.
Well, you know I'm the chairman of the committee, right?
Yeah.
Which
That's
committee
one
is
of
it?
those 11 by 7.
Oh, the Republican Town Committee.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
thank you.
All set, Joe?
Yes.
Exciting.
Thank you, sir.
Does protect you.
Yeah.
Hi,
I'm Ann Gaffney.
pleasure to meet
Excellent,
you,
thank
Steve
you.
Parker.
Yes.
That's great. Thank you for your,
Welcome to,
thank you.
welcome to town.
Thank you very much.
So you haven't been here that long, have you?
Early December.
Oh,
Last
okay,
week.
so-
Four,
But the
plus
idea was
4.5
put
months.
pins, there's
Almost
pins
5
on,
now.
Yeah.
like
Time
16.
flies.
Now, do you work
We
on
had to
them
have it
full
installed.
time? or-
Yes.
And part of the,
Okay, so
I mean, we
Monday,
had Master Department of
Friday.
Agricultural
Yeah, okay.
Resources, GIS,
Well, I'll have to.
Mass Fish
Please,
and Game,
yeah, we'll have to get together and have a cup of coffee.
Yeah,
I'd like
attorneys,
to
yeah.
catch up with you.
Yeah.
Great.
ag
Yeah.
attorneys.
Yeah, please just
So it's.
Did the GIS systems match?
Groton or
Yes.
here for coffee.
Sometimes they don't.
Happy.
Yeah, I've always in town.
So, you know, and then going out, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden it was like something called snow. We
Meeting a lot of
had
different
3 feet of
folks.
snow.
Yeah.
Still in that
And,
process.
Sure.
Yeah, which is fun.
Goes fast.
Yeah, it does.
Well, go
Okay,
ahead, you'll be in line.
And this is great.
So.
no other business?
Can I
No,
take-
sir.
oh, can I take
Yes,
it?
so you
No
can
other
have that,
business?
my last.
Motion to close
Paula?
this special meeting?
Make a motion to close the special meeting?
And 3 is enough?
I second it.
That's correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
motion,
Yeah, quorum majority.
Meeting is over.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you,
Thanks a
everybody.
lot.